If you've been following my GATE series, this one's going to hit close to home because this story isn't just about intelligence testing. It's about what happens when gifted minds are used as psychological test subjects. Before we dive in, like, share, save, subscribe to my YouTube in case my account does not survive the purge on this app. And let's talk about Ted Kaczynski, the mathematical prodigy who entered Harvard at 16 and the intelligence psychologist who may have changed his life, Dr. Henry Murray. Kaczynski was a textbook gifted kid, brilliant, isolated, and far ahead of his peers. At 16, he arrived at Harvard expecting a challenge, and instead, he was drawn into a multi-year psychological study. The man running it, Henry Murray, was a former officer for the OSS, the CIA's wartime predecessor, and an expert in psychological warfare. Officially, it was about personality development under stress. In reality, about 20 undergrads, including Kaczynski, were asked to write essays about their deepest beliefs, then strapped to electrodes and verbally attacked while their physiological reactions were measured. It wasn't a single session. It continued for years. Even decades later, Kaczynski described it as brutalizing, and it happened between 1959 and 1962, the exact years the CIA's MKULTRA program was funding research in coercion, hypnosis, and mind control at universities across the country. Murray wasn't just a psychologist. He helped design interrogation methods for the OSS meant to shatter identity and rebuild compliance. After the war, he applied those same ideas to civilians at Harvard. No document proves the CIA directly funded his study, but the methods, timing, and goals mirrored MKUltra's subprojects. Investigators like Alston Chase and several journalists have pointed out the overlap, the same obsession with breaking down and reprogramming human consciousness. Whether or not the CIA signed the checks, Murray's experiments were clearly drew from that same playbook. Kaczynski, aka the Unabomber, later withdrew from society, and the rest is well-known history. What matters here is that a highly gifted teenager was subjected to prolonged psychological stress by a government-connected researcher without informed consent. Even today, ethicists call the study indefensible. And it raises an uncomfortable question. Why were some of the nation's brightest young minds treated less as students and more as data for behavior control? What do you think? Was this just a rogue experiment or part of a broader pattern linking gifted education and government research? Drop your thoughts below. I read everyone.